It is pissing rain here in Thailand. And just another client interview. Haven't really been busy on YouTube, so I've just been focusing on the business. Haven't been putting much time into content or anything. So just focusing on our own stores and helping people in the EcomEdge community excel. This time we've got someone who, again, comes from the same hometown as me, and name is Chantelle, and she has done absolutely amazing. She's only been completely new to ecom 3 months, like literally never tried this before. Was no good on laptops whatsoever. Doesn't need to be, all right? And she jumped in the group, and now she is moving out here and coming to meet us next week in Thailand. And that's it. They're gonna be sustaining their lives on ecom. She lost her job. Like, she actually lost her job. And instead of like going back, finding another job, for her to be able to save up enough money to go to Thailand, she learned a fucking skill. She learned a skill so that she can save up enough to go to Thailand and sustain herself while she's out in Thailand. See, people do this backwards. They look for a job. They even get 2 jobs so that they can save up enough money to last about 2 months out in Thailand. Then they have to go home and find another job or go back into the same job that they didn't like. Chantelle done it the right way. She lost her job and then said, I want to go back and I want to go to Thailand and stay there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to learn a skill that I can make money the whole way up to leading to actually going, and then sustain myself while I'm out there. So now she can stay out here for however long she wants, and that is the right way to do it in 2026. There's never been as much opportunity online as there is right now. What an amazing story. And you know what, that another thing as well that I just want to get clear is Chantelle was another person. It seems to be every single person who has a why big enough. Another person who has come in, and literally I didn't have to mindset coach them. I didn't have to give them like pure accountability every week. There was no excuses, no complaints. The same story we keep hearing over and over again with these success stories. She just literally done the work because she had somewhere to be. She had to be in Thailand, right? She knew what date she wanted to be in Thailand, so she put in the work to get there. Now she's there. It seems to be every single person who has somewhere to be or has a big enough why makes it work. Same with myself, same with any of the guys I know that left their jobs. They had something that they were working towards. It was really good working with Chantelle. Takes everything you say on board, scales, and just goes with it. Absolutely hits the ground running and doesn't stop. So hats off to Chantelle. We're gonna jump into the call now. Did it during the week. And she's gonna be arriving out here to Thailand to meet us next week. Chantelle, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So here with Chantelle, and she is flying out just a week after next to Thailand. So we're in Thailand at the moment, in Koh Samui. She's flying to Bangkok with her boyfriend, Dean, and then they're flying to Koh Samui and sustaining their lives for the next however long, completely with ecom. So yeah, Chantelle, how's your journey been so far? Like overall, how has it been?
Unbelievable. Like, it's actually just crazy how far I'm after coming in such a short space of time. Like, I absolutely am after falling in love with it. Like, it is just, like, once I started, it was something I could see myself doing, hopefully for the rest of my life. Like, it's just absolutely phenomenal.
Amazing. That's good. Like, because I'm the same thing. Like, I don't even really do it for money never since the start. Like, because when I started out as well, I was never really. It took me a long time before I made money, and I still really enjoyed it. You know,
Yeah.
and I was on good money as well, so it didn't bother me at all. But that's once you actually enjoy the process, you're winning anyway, because then you just do it every single day, and it doesn't feel like a job. Would you say, like, how many hours do you think you put in a day?
Well, at the moment, I would say I'm doing like maybe 4 to 5 hours a day. Because I have a VA on board now. So whether it's doing like a catch-up call with her, like checking her work, making sure she's doing it right, like planning for the next store, editing photos for the store I'm currently on. Now I am putting a lot more time into it compared to the start, like where I was maybe doing like 2 hours a day maybe. But like I could be away from the computer and I literally feel bad for not being on it, or I get an idea and I'm like picking up the laptop straight away, like writing it down or like looking into something, like constantly just product finding or doing something with it. Like, it's kind of hard to get away from the laptop, to be honest, at this stage, but at the same time I love it.
Yeah. It's like there's a difference in putting 4 hours in because you just like can't get it done, or you know what I mean, you're like, fuck, like I've so much to do. But the likes of you and myself, we're the same, as in like I'll put in 4 hours just because I actually want to. You know, I'm sitting in on the couch at night, like I'll finish up here, it's gonna be 8 p.m. when I finish up, and then I'll just go into the couch, be watching a movie or something, and I'll have the laptop beside me, like on AI and like using Claude to do stuff. And I feel like that's the way you're going to be as well. So,
yeah, like I'll stop for the night and I literally turn the laptop off, and then I'd be like, get a text off like the VA, and she'd be like, can I just check something? I'd go on the laptop, and next thing I'm going to rally for like the next like 20 minutes, like just after on a roll of finding products. Like you just can't turn it off.
the game changer is your phone. So when you come to Thailand and everything, like the game changer is like trying to get used to using everything on your phone and utilize as much on your phone. So when you are away for a Saturday, when you're like at the beach club or you're at anything, you've got your phone whipped out. You know what I mean? You can go on and do stuff on your phone, and getting used to doing that is a really good thing. Then you can actually just kind of work from anywhere, you know, when you're obsessed. Yeah. But that's good. So last month was your biggest month. You basically done a 3K month in ecom, and you're just going into your fourth month now.
Yeah.
Just
going into my fourth month. I think I've made about 5.5K in revenue altogether. But like my biggest month was the month just gone, and that was like 3K of it. Like things are just really starting to take off.
That's unreal. And like it's just momentum. So like this month we'll be hoping to like double that, you know, and then like build and build and build, especially now that you have the VA. What would you say about getting the VA? Like how do you find that? Was it a good move?
I love it. Like I absolutely love it. And like the one I'm after getting anyway, she's amazing. She's so grateful. Like she's just the best, and like the editing is unbelievable. I nearly feeling bad for some of my pictures. She's so good at it.
Yeah.
But like that, like you're just constantly improving. Like I'm doing a store, she's doing a store, like just building twice as fast. It just gets you way ahead. Like, so I couldn't recommend getting a VA enough. Yeah.
No, it's a no-brainer. You haven't even swapped over to our new order fulfillment system, have you?
No, not yet. I plan on doing it now this week before we head off, but I haven't swapped over just yet.
That's going to be a game changer. Then you're going to be able to build twice as much when you're fulfilling the orders automatically, and everything's getting fulfilled and tracking numbers getting put in. And once you actually get set up with these suppliers, like there's a little delay at the start, but once you actually get set up, it's so good. So that's going to be a game changer for you, especially when you're coming out here. You don't have to build the stores or fulfill the orders. So you come out here and yourself and Dean want to go away for a week or go to an island for a week. You don't actually have to be on your stores because the orders are probably getting fulfilled. You might have to go on, fulfill the orders and go away again. The VA probably has a store that she's working on for the week. You cannot build a store. Doesn't matter. You're still building. You know, like that's where you want to get with this. And the fact that you're 3 months into a business and you're about to have that situation, you already have most of it. You're about to have that situation where you can literally walk away from it and it's still going to make you money, you know?
Yeah. Like that's like the most amazing thing even about a VA is like she's obviously working mainly when we're asleep. So like even I just know like I'm asleep and things are still getting done. Like that's just crazy. Like and you're asleep and you're making money. Like what other job can you say that happens in? Like that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. Because like what you done last month is basically it's like a full-time Monday to Friday wage every week. What you done last month, but now you're going from having that in Ireland, like that making that money in Ireland, to now going to Thailand where you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck and you're going to be able to spend a lot more and live like a king. Yeah, like you're gonna be very comfortable. And the thing is, when you get out here, like when you're at home, right, like unnotice yourself, there's things going on that distract you a bit. You have to go into town, you have to go do this, you have to go away with this person, you have to go, this person wants you to go here, you have to go meet this person, back into town, you know, all this stuff is going on. When you come out here, you're kind of just like got so much time to do things. Because during the week, you're not going to be going off zip line. You're not going to be going out every single day. You know, you're going to have so much more time to play with. and so much more focused. There's no gossip. There's no like taxes, inflation, like do you know all the gossip bullshit at home. So you're
That's
going to be
what I can't wait for. Get away from the small mind mentality and like, you know, just go somewhere where like, you know, like you don't know anyone's language and like you can kind of just walk around, mind your own business. You don't know what anyone's saying. Like it's just heaven.
Exactly. I got that in Vietnam. When I left, that's when I really realized, holy shit, I'm flying back out abroad. When I flew out to Vietnam in January, I'm like, all my mates are going back to work and I'm flying back out to Vietnam for no reason. No reason to even be there. I'm just going out there anyway, just working.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting in a cafe and everyone else was just sitting around gossiping that Vietnamese love coffee. And it was the exact feeling like, oh, I have no idea what any of these people are saying. I don't even care. You know, I'm the only person who speaks English sitting here and it didn't even bother me. I was happy out, you know? It's great.
100%.
So you have a few plans when you come to Thailand and you're going to be, how's Dean getting on with the stores? Good?
Good. Now we've probably had maybe 2 to 3 store bans. So we've actually started working together with the last couple of stores because we're just building way faster together. So like we were kind of taking our time when we were building one on our own. So like the 2 of us working together the last while, we've just been flying it, absolutely flying it. Amazing. That's good because you just have a good few plans and everything when you come out. So you're going to be traveling around a few different countries. And how good is it? Like you're doing something now where it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You know, you could go to South America next month and it doesn't even matter after Thailand. You know. Yeah, like this is something like people dream of. Like it's something like we've dreamt of. Like we've been like we'd love to go traveling. We'd love to do this. Like, but it just never seemed possible before. Whereas now we can literally work from anywhere, which is like crazy and amazing at the same time.
Yeah, and it's not that far away. Like how long? 3 months ago when you started, 3 full months ago when you started, and now you have that choice. How long? Connor booked his flights after 3 or 4 months as well. Booked his flights and handed in his notice. I handed in my notice. I think Bailey and Abigail last year would have been very similar. I think 2 or 3 months and they were gone. You know, like it's absolutely insane. But you came in, another person, another example of someone who came in and had something that they wanted. Your why was like big enough. You actually really needed this to happen. So you made it happen. You made it happen in like 3 months. And now you've got a load of momentum going into this month. It's probably going to be another one of your biggest months. Like it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger every month you have. And yeah, every single person who's come in with a why or somewhere to be in the next 4 months has been to that place in 4 months. That's the thing. Like when you started, you said you wanted to go to Thailand from the start.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was something like that, like I already said, like something that we thought was just a dream. Like we always thought like, yeah, we'll go for 2 or 3 weeks. But like to have a one-way ticket, like not knowing when we're going to be back in Ireland, like traveling around Asia, going to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, like not having any plan to come home, like that seemed like a fairy tale or something that couldn't happen. Like it's just mad to be happening. It's crazy. Fair play, well done. You smashed it from the. And you know what I noticed as well? There's people that have to be like held accountable. There's people that have to be pushed. You nearly have to beg them to do the work. Like, come on, just get it done. Come on, get the listings done. Get the Etsy store built. Get this done. Yourself and anyone else who's had somewhere to be, I've never once had to say like, you were even sick. You were badly sick one of the weeks. And you actually had a good reason. Like, I obviously knew you were really sick. Like, I knew you were really sick. But you came back and you put in more work in the next 2 weeks than most people did in the first month anyway. So you just came back. I didn't have to hold you accountable once. I didn't have to say like, here, like, what are we actually doing here? You're slacking or whatever. You just, because you were working towards a date that you had. Yeah, like I was working towards it, and when I got sick, I was just lying there and I was like, oh my God, like I was only like 2 weeks in at that stage. And I was like, I had such a plan and I'm behind now and I was nearly kicking myself for it, like even though I'd no reason to, but like I was sickened for it. And then I was like, no, like the minute I came out then I was like, double down, we need to get more done. I need to like go full blown into this. And like that, like just put my head down and made up for what I lost. Because I like that, even though everyone thinks I'm mad, I had an end goal and it was what I wanted. And there was nothing getting in my way. Even if it was me dying sick for a week, I was like, no, not stopping me.
Exactly. And if anyone watching this video as well, like if you don't come in with like putting skin in the game, having a strong why, like, and just not feeling guilty as fuck when you're not doing the work. If you don't feel that guilt, like you when you were sick, if you don't feel that, you're probably like, yeah, it's going to be very difficult for you because after.
Yeah, like the main thing with this is like you really get what you put into it. Yeah. So if you come into it and like you're half-arsing it, or you're just like doing like 1 or 2 listings a week, like you're not going to get anything from it. But like if you go in and give it like your full, as much time as you can, or like if you just even make sure to do that hour a day, get the 5 listings up, like you can get so far in a short space of time. It's really what you put into it you will get out.
Exactly. And sometimes you have to strip it back to the basics, and that is literally the basics. You just have to show up every day. But look, it's the same as the gym. You know what I mean? Just showing up every day is the problem. For a lot of people, that's the only thing. But what would were you skeptical before you joined? Like, because obviously you would have known of me anyway, because we're from the same place basically. But were you skeptical before you joined?
Yeah, like I was kind of more skeptical on whether it actually works or not. Like I've seen your journey, like I've often seen you posting it on the Instagram saying like, if this is something you'd like to do, like drop me a text. And like the amount of times I did think about it, and I was kind of like, was something I definitely couldn't do, like, because before this I was so bad at computers. Like me and a computer did not get on. Anytime I went on it, it was a meltdown. Like I was like, no, like someone like me couldn't do it. I was like, no way. Like, you know, like maybe you have to be smart to do it, or like you have to like have this knowledge of computers or editing. So I kind of like kept telling myself I couldn't do it when I was seeing like all your posts and stuff. And then of course just being skeptical that it actually works. I wasn't too sure about it all, but I proved myself wrong.
That's mad. Was it? Can't even remember you being bad at the laptops. I didn't even, again, like you never complained about it, so I probably didn't know much. I didn't know about it, so that's the thing. Like, other people will complain and they'll tell you every day, I can't do this, but you never said that once. You just got on with it. And yeah, Connor was. No,
I'd say I was having a meltdown at least once a week. Like me and laptops just never got on. Like anytime I had one, it either broke. I just couldn't use it. Like even using things like Microsoft Word, like I couldn't figure out how to do half the stuff. When I had to do spreadsheets for school, I couldn't figure out how to do half of it. I ended up getting my friends to do it for me. Like I just was not that type of person, and now I'm using like all this stuff like it's second nature now. Like it's mad.
Yeah, because the best thing about what we do is just the same thing every day. You know, like once you just find out how to do it, it's just we're doing rinse and repeat. That's all. So what would you say to, obviously you've had a really good run. First of all, like what's your opinion on the community side of things? Like, was it like what you expected? You know, like, probably even better again since you first joined.
Yeah, so like before I even joined, like you had let me know about the community and like that if I ever needed help, like there's people there, and you showed me a bit of the Wins channel. But when I actually got into it, oh my god, like the people could not be any better. Like the Wins channel was like the biggest motivator for me. Like seeing everyone posting their wins, and like especially at the start, like my stores were a little bit quiet, and I was like seeing everyone post all these stuff in, and I was like, why is that me? Like I need to get to there, and I need them wins. And then I just put in like that little bit more effort, like got better at my editing, like just put in a bit more time into getting used to doing the editing and stuff. And suddenly then it was me that was starting to get the wins and pop them in, and Like there's no better feeling than when you put them in and like everyone's hyping you up. Like, and then if you have any question, or like you and Lauren might be asleep some of the time, like, you know, when we're up, like you put anything into the group and anyone would help you. Like I've met some amazing people in the group, and like I've probably not met most of them, but it feels like I've known them forever. Like they're just an amazing bunch.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're saying there is like people didn't. You're looking at other people's wins. Now it's the other way around. You won the trophy last month for the most wins in the month, and you also won to join the scaling club too. And now you're the one that people are saying to me, like, I see like Chantelle putting in so many wins, and I'm like, how aren't I getting that? And I'm like, relax, you've only been here 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, and now it's people are saying that about you. So you have to go through the roadmap. You have to go through the journey. That's all you have to do. And you will end up in that place that you think is like way down the line. You'll end up there quicker than like. And do you know what the difference is as well? What you said there was very, very, very. You hit the nail on the head. The thing was, you started making way more money. Everything got way easier, and you started improving. Once you started actually improving on the things that you were kind of lacking on, right? So every week you hop on a one-on-one call and we tell you what you're doing wrong. We tell you like what you need to improve, but you actually have the interest, right? That's the difference. You've got the interest. So you're not hopping on every day, getting the listings done. It's a chore. That's it. Sick of it now. Do you know what I mean? Get the listings up. I'll find 5 random products, throw them up. I don't care. You're hopping on and you're actually interested. You want to do the listings good. You want to figure out why your listings are like, there's a bit of a difference. And when you have that interest, it's inevitable that you'll actually do a really good job because you want to do a good job. You actually want to do good quality, you know, rather than just seeing it as a chore. You're actually interested in the business, which, again, I said, if you have that, you're laughing. Like, I still have that. You know, I've been doing this a couple of years now, like, so that's good. So 3 came on last month. You've made enough to sustain yourself in Thailand. What's this month aiming to double it?
Aiming to double it, yeah, 100%. Like by next week, I'll have 2 more stores built, starting on another 2. Like just constantly building, hoping to just constantly increase the revenue. Like I'm hoping by another 2 months, like I'll be hopefully hitting maybe 10k. Like just constantly building to keep it going. But like each month, I just want to keep doubling it as much as I can. Like more stores, more listings on the old stores. Like just constantly optimizing, improving. Like it can only get better really from here.
100%. So you're going to be out at the meetup with us next month, to start next month. So that's when we can actually sit down and have a look at proper systems, especially when you're building more stores. And as I said, everyone who's at the meetup, we'll be sitting down with them and like seeing how they can actually automate and build systems like for the 10, 15, 20 stores. And the way you're doing it now is you're doing a volume game. So what we can do is keep booking in the one-on-one calls. And now that you've got the volume game, we go back and try and put a few winners on all those stores, right? So now you've got enough stores that they're all making enough money and you just can't lose. You've built it, you've done enough volume that even if the stores barely perform, they actually still make enough and it adds up, right? But what we want to do is plant like a couple of winners on those stores to absolutely get all those stores pumping. And now you've got like, you can double it easily that way. You know what I mean? And if you're out here in Asia and yourself, Connor, Caitlin, and all of you are, and Dean obviously, and all of you are doing 5k months, like you can do whatever you want. Like you can live whatever life you want. There's no car insurance. There's no fucking NCT, that bollocks, all that like stupid stuff back home. You're earning 5k a month. You're earning 5k. Dean's earning 5k. Like you guys can live some life out here. Yeah. You know? And that's literally just around the corner as well. Like you could hit a 5k in June. You actually could. No worries. And we can talk about products as well to plant on those stores. Get a one-on-one call booked in and we can talk about products to plant on those stores to try and absolutely boost some of them, you know. Yeah. And doing a 5k month with next day payouts. My God, you'll be absolutely you'll be laughing. So I don't know if I asked you this already, but Don't think I do. What would you say to anyone sitting on the fence about joining and about like, because there's so many people who've been watching from the outside, never took the jump. I've chatted to some people like 5 times.
Yeah, I can believe it.
You know, so like, what would you say to people sitting on the fence?
Like, you're not going to know if it's going to be for you or work for you unless you actually dive into it. Like, I was nearly kind of like, will I, won't I? Is it a good idea? But then when I seen like Connor and Caitlin, like people I actually knew who were leaving, like we met them the day before they left, and literally just planted a seed in my head, and I was like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So if you're on the fence, like just jump into it. Like, you can think whether to do it or not, but you'll be thinking like that for the next 6 months. And then like in another 6 months, like you might necessarily have the motivation or the time to do it. But just jump into it, and like, as you can see from everyone in the group, like it does work. Once you're willing to put the time in, like you'll only fly it.
100%. And you know what? The only people who fail are the people who quit, right? And that's just hands down. Like, we've all types of mindsets come in. The only people who fail are the people who quit. Even if you came in and you hated it, which I haven't had anyone ever hate the stinking guts out of this business model. It's not that, it's their mindset, everything else that makes them stop or quit. But if you came in and you hate it, right? You hate it. All you'd have to do is literally just do it until you have your money back, and then you leave. You know, and like, it's inevitable if you just keep going. Just make your money back and never do it again. You know, and that's the, anyone can do it basically, is what I'm saying. So do you, one or two more questions. Do you ever think you'll go back to a job after doing this? Ever?
No. Like, my situation was a little bit different. So like, I actually seen Connor's story when I had just lost my job. And it was probably the maddest time for me to actually be like, right, okay, let's do it. Like, I wasn't exactly in the position to do it when I just lost my job. So I was a bit skeptical, but then at the same time, like, I've been a hairdresser, I've been a waitress, I've worked with childcare, like I've done 100 different jobs, and I've never loved something as much as I love this. So like, I'm so happy I started. But like that, when I started this and I realized how much I loved it, and like that it could actually be my job, I was like, there is no way I'm going back to working for anyone but myself again. I was determined that I was going to work for myself here on out, and I don't think I'd ever go back to working for someone again. I absolutely love like the freedom. Like, I can get up in the morning, I can start straight away, or I can go get a coffee. Like, I'm not on a schedule. Like, I can do what I want when I want. But like, I know that I have to get like, let's say 5 listings a day done, or like the eBay, or I know I have stuff to do, but I can do it on my own time, which is amazing.
That's exactly it. I was the same. I think it was when I first got out to Bali, and that's all I wanted. I wanted the exact same thing. I just wanted location freedom, and I wanted to just live on my own time. Time is the biggest thing for me. I don't even care about money, really. I actually don't. I wear clothes from Shein. Couldn't give a shit about clothes. Couldn't give a shit about possessions. I just like to actually live good, and I like to have my own location and time freedom, right? But it was the same thing, sitting in a coffee shop at 10 a.m. in the morning in Bali. And like, a lot of my mates in Australia, they were already on site 6 hours already. they've been on site 4 hours in the blistering heat. And I was like sitting in a coffee shop in Bali, and just people watching. I didn't have to, like, do you know what I mean? I didn't have to work if I didn't want to. But yeah, at least you'll never have to worry about losing your job again, because you're going to be the one hiring and firing. So that's good. And lucky for you, like, this month we're completely revamping the whole course, and we're actually going to be bringing in a few extra things, which is going to be really good, and a really good timing for you as well. So when you come out, and you guys come out in July for the meetup, we'll be running everyone through it. So we're introducing some really cool stuff, some new stuff as well. Automating eBay, a few things to do with Etsy, even Vinted as well, and a few new things. But other than that, Um, I don't think- oh yeah. Yes. One more. Has ecom, like, do you think it's like changed you as a person and your mentality? Because it literally got me off the drink and got me off everything else and like got me on the straight and narrow and actually gave me responsibility in my life and completely changed character from like, yeah, from someone who didn't give a shit about anything to like someone who literally can manage multiple businesses and that, you know. So
Yeah,
like,
100%. Like, I'm after becoming a lot more of a positive person. Now, like, if something bad happens, like, it's not the end of the world. Like, there is a solution. We will get over it. Like, we'll find something, how to go about it. Um, Definitely, like, a big thing for us was, like, my partner was doing darts. And, like, we were out every Friday night without fail, always drinking. And then, like, at the start, I gave it up first. I was like, no, not going because I can't be hungover on the Saturday because I wanted to get stuff done. Then he actually ended up giving up darts because he didn't want to be hungover on the Saturday to get stuff done. Definitely, like, we haven't been going out, like, stopped all, like, the mad drinking now. I will admit, like, I do like my odd glass of wine here and there. But, like, it's a lot easier to sit down while I'm working and have a glass of wine rather than going out, like, on the session for the night, like. But definitely, like, it's completely changed me. Like, my priorities are so different. Like, even when I am out or like I'm gone meeting a friend, like, this is still on my mind. I'm like, oh, like, I need to go home and do work, or I'm thinking about the next store. Or even if I do go out, like, I'm like, right, okay, I have this idea, I'm writing it down on my phone. Like, it completely changes you. Like, I'm absolutely after falling in love with it. And like, if that happens, you just completely change as a person because your priorities have completely shifted.
yeah, it's literally what you're saying is exactly the way I used to be as well. The exact same journey, the exact same thoughts. Like, I'd be in a room with people and I'm just not even listening to what they're saying half the time, in an unhealthy way a bit as well. Out on the beer and next 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, fuck, I actually don't want to be hungover in the morning, so I actually kind of want to go home. And I go from having the best time ever to just being like, nah, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
And I was the exact same. It just put purpose into my life when I was working a job when I was doing it for someone else, didn't want to be doing it for the rest of my life anyway. So it actually put purpose into me, and that's good, amazing. So look, yeah, other than that, we'll see you out in Thailand next month. Looking forward to it. Even earlier, actually. You're going to be out here earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to be out at the end of this month. I think we're landing Koh Samui the 22nd of June.
Oh yeah, Jesus, it's only a couple of weeks now. Unreal. Yeah, and then we're going to aim for a 5K month when you go here. Like, June, let's get there with June, and let's try and get it even a bit more with July. I reckon we can definitely do it. And if you can do it now with this busy month you're about to have with the traveling, never mind what you do next month. Like, it'll be crazy when you're actually settled a bit. But yeah, thanks a million, Chantelle. Been a really good journey so far, and it's literally starting. Like, you only have to start. It's crazy. So thanks very much. There you have it. Another client interview with Chantelle. Absolutely amazing story. Like, she just lost her job, went all in. Instead of getting a job, learned a skill that's going to pay her forever. It's not one of those videos, my student made 500 million in her second week. This is a realistic video. She's made more money than most people make back home, but now she gets to move to a country and scale the business. She's made enough, like, on top of all the distractions back home, on top of like living with family, and top of all that stuff. She's made enough while doing all that. So when she comes out here, and a lot of people don't realize this, when you actually come out here, and now you've got 10 hours of the day where you're actually not that busy, where you have so much time, focus. They don't even speak the same language here. So you're sitting in a cafe, a restaurant. You don't even know what other people are saying. There is no distraction. You can literally just lock in and scale your business 10x. So the next thing she's going to do is come out here, hit 5K a month, hit 10K a month, right? And that's all it was. Same with us. When we left Thailand, we were probably doing 4 or 5K a month. The minute we got to spend 12 hours a day with our ecom business, that's when we got to scale. We got to properly scale. So hats off to Chantelle. No excuses, no complaints, no mindset coaching, accountability. She just did the work that had to be done. Follow the roadmap, follow the steps in EcomEdge,
and it was amazing. So if you're interested in this type of work, reach out to us. There's plenty of space for Irish people who literally want to make a difference, put the head down. But guys, you have to realize this is you. This is you versus you. The steps are laid out, the roadmap is there, all the instructions, all the tools, the systems, it all comes down to the person. If you want it hard enough, if you have the why, you will make it happen. We've seen it time and time again, people leaving their jobs within 4 months, and it all comes down if the why was big enough. So I can't stress that enough. You don't just come into things like this and everything gets handed to you. You have to work for it. And when you work for it, within 3 or 4 months, you could be out of that job.